Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today we try to fill the void Michelle left behind. Specifically, I'm working on my trading card collection. I want to collect as many copies of the stencil as possible. My plan to do this, use Ankh to copy the stencil, then ectoplasm makes them negative so we have more room for more stencils. We have 2 copies of Perkeo, giving us duplicates of the spectral cards. The more Ankhs and ectoplasms that we have, the more stencils we can make in the end. One important thing to point out here, once you use the Ankh, it destroys all of your jokers. So what we want to do is we want to survive as long as possible, saving the Ankhs, and then when we get to a point where we can no longer survive, then we'll cash out. Then we'll use all the Ankhs and ectoplasms. Also, because Ankh destroys your jokers, you can't actually make more copies unless you have Eternals. So we're playing on the black stake here so that we can get an Eternal stencil. That's what we want, not just stencil, but we want to find an Eternal stencil. We have 2 brainstorms that we can copy the Perkeos here. We can get percolating a little bit faster each round. Our short-term goal, we need to figure out what is our scoring going to look like in the short term. We've been able to play these flush 5s. Flush 5, giving us about 1,000,000 points. So this is definitely enough for the next ante, the next round, the next 3 rounds or something like that. But maybe 2 antes from now, it's not going to be enough. We have been playing these flush 5s without any kind of scoring jokers, except for a couple of polychromes here. No kind of scoring effects on our cards here. So if we wanted to, we could make some red steel cards to help us out. We could make some red glass cards, red seals with glass cards. Maybe that's what we could do. Or what would be even better, maybe we can try to find the Baron. Baron would be way easier than going for the flush 5. Flush 5 we could do, maybe idle with the flush 5, but we would have to clean up our deck a little bit here. We have a lot of cards that are not kings of spades. But if we just get the Baron, then we can play the high card. You just play 1 card and all of the other cards in your hand are gold, so you can actually generate a lot of money that way. That's something that I'm interested in. In the short term here, we could still play the, we can play the flush 5, and with the golden ticket, we can get money that way. We are using a new mod, or actually it's a new feature of an existing mod currently in development, allowing us to stack up the consumable cards. So when you're doing a Perkeo run here where you have planet cards saved up here or any kind of consumable cards saved up here, it's convenient to stack them. And if we want here, we can split off one, we can take an ectoplasm, or we can merge them back together. I am noticing, like I said, this is still in development. It's not quite ready for the public yet. I'm noticing here already a bug. If I split the Eris cards, 2 Eris cards take up 2 slots, right? That's correct. We have, if we look at the vouchers here, we don't have the crystal ball, so we only have 2 slots, right? But when I merge them together, it only counts as 1. So, for the purposes of, I don't want to cheat or whatever, I'll have to pay attention to that. But we can use the Eris cards. Actually, if we merge them together, we also have a bulk use. We can use all of the Eris cards at the same time, presumably. Yeah, like I said, the mod is not quite ready for everyone. We still have some kinks to work out, but if this is something that you're interested in, if you want to stay up to date on the development of this mod and other mods that I use, join our Balatro University Discord. The information is in the video description. We also want to get more copies of Brainstorm or possibly Blueprint, and so we have the Showman to help us with that. Every brainstorm that you have, I want to try to replace, instead of having 2 Perkeos, I want to have 1 Perkeo with 3 brainstorms, or maybe a couple brainstorms and a couple blueprints, because then the brainstorms can pull, sort of multiple roles here, both copying Perkeo and copying our money generator, or possibly copying some kind of scoring joker. Our voucher status here, we have hand size 1, looking for a second hand size. We have all of these ectoplasms saved up here, And we've used one to get a negative brainstorm. I would be interested in using another ectoplasm if we can get an extra hand size to offset the -2 from the ectoplasm. I would be interested in, you know, maybe overstock here for an extra slot in the shop, but most of the time what we're looking for antimatter for an extra Joker slot. Other vouchers I might be interested in, I don't know. Those are the most impactful ones. Extra hand size, overstock, we could go back in time. Give me antimatter. Give me Baron. Let's go next. Okay, we do get the extra hand size. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Okay, I think, yeah, since we have the extra hand size, we can use the ectoplasm. This is a good time to use ectoplasm. I can get rid of the golden ticket here. Because we have Polychrome Perkeo and we have Polychrome Showman, we can actually use the ectoplasm and it's guaranteed to hit the brainstorm. Now we have 2 slots here. We can take Baron and Invisible. Invisible, we're hoping to get another copy of the brainstorm. Okay, these standard packs, I said in part 1 that maybe I'm not interested in these anymore if we already have the red seals and the purple seals. And I think that's still true, though, you know, it could be kind of exciting to try to hit a polychrome card, a red seal polychrome card. I think, let's just re-roll here. What am I interested in re-rolling for? I would like to re-roll for tarot cards so that we can do the deck building here. I would like to, you know, do something with this purple king here, right? Yeah. I want to get death cards so that I can copy the purple king. That's fine. Justice is not what I'm interested in. Tower, Justice, nope. We have the Showman, so there's no point in holding on to tarot cards. We don't have room for the Hallucination. Don't have room for Rebate. What about Emperor? Emperor gives me a Fool. Devil and... that's it, another Fool. Okay, well, we'll use the Fool here for the Emperor. Yeah, Magician, Devil, we don't want. We can use the Fool for another Emperor. Hung Man I would be interested in. Yeah. Let's get percolating. Nice. So we got 2 more Ankhs, 2 more Ectoplasms, now 17 of each. Nice. Let's look for, let's see, there's no voucher skips. I'm looking for the voucher tag here. We have a double tag. We can get 2 vouchers. Boss here says playing high card sets our money to 0. That's pretty stinky, but we can just take this, I guess. You know what we could do? We could just play a pair. I think if we play a pair with 2 brainstorms and a Baron with the red seals, I think a pair actually wins. Let's go next. Alright, with the Hung Man we can remove the ace and the 7 here. Discard the purple. Copy the Baron. Judgment? Nope. I just want to discard and find my gold cards because my gold cards give me money. If we want, we can play this gold card. Let's go ahead and ship it. Nice. Of course, because we use the ectoplasm, because we got the -2 hand size, we don't have as much room in our hands. We don't have as many kings in our hands to score with the Baron. That's probably okay. Alright, so I have these 2 Arcana packs. The last card that we use, we can actually check here. the tarot cards, we use the Hung Man, and so maybe we don't use the plutonium yet. Maybe we open the Arcana pack. Maybe we re-roll for more Hung Man. No judgment. DNA is one way that we could make copies of the purple seals here, but of course we don't have room, and I don't feel like making room. We could pick up strength here, except like I said, this is bugged here. Actually, if we split these, our consumable slots are full. We don't have room for the strength card. I don't want to use Pluto yet. Let's look for a Fool first. We do hit the Fool for the Hung Man. There's also a Death card. I can use the Death to make an extra king. I think I'd rather have the Hung Man. In that case, let's sell a Pluto card and then use the Fool. And in that case, I can use the Pluto card and then pick up Strength. And then we do a little re-rolling. Empress, nope. Maybe I should be prioritizing the Death cards more. Okay, so here I can't use the Hung Man. I could use Strength on the Queen, I guess. Don't need to use this Strength card. Let's skip and get percolating. Okay, so we ended up with +2 Ankhs. So 20 Ankhs, 18 ectoplasms. I want to try to keep them as close to even as possible. I don't want it to snowball out of control. But yeah, this is close enough to even. Let's copy the Baron. Alright, so 10 and 7, we can hang them. Discard the kings, look for gold. Okay, I could, you know, discard some kings to try to get the purple seal. I'm just gonna ship it like this because this is more money. Let's not worry about the purple seal. We can discard one card at a time though. Alright, we didn't get it, that's okay. Ship it. Our economy is not as strong as it's been at other times in other runs. I will admit that. Part of that is we don't have many purple seals yet, and none of our jokers give us money. But we do at least have the gold cards giving us a little bit, like a tiny, teeny bit of money here with the Baron. Okay, invisible, we just ship it. Ah, bummer. Okay, the Fool here, we can check. Fool was the Hung Man, so let's not use the Pluto cards yet. Let's just go shopping. Okay, we could go Temperance. Yeah, sure. Yeah, one benefit of getting extra copies of the Percolator here, that is another $6 for our Temperance. Of course, it's only $6 because we have liquidation, making our cards sell for less money. We get a Stencil here. Couple of reasons why we're not going to take it now. One, we don't need the Stencil yet. What we want to do right now is just, you know, get more brainstorms and blueprints and stuff like that to copy Perkeo and then get more spectral cards, and then we'll buy the Stencil later when we need it. Also, I'm looking for an Eternal Stencil specifically. Every Joker has a 1 in 3 chance of being Eternal, roughly 1 in 3. It's like 30% actually chance to be Eternal. So I only want the Eternal Stencil so that when I use my Ankhs, the copies won't be destroyed. Since we have Temperance here, we can use the Plutonium. Because we have Telescope, the Celestial Pack is going to give me Plutonium here. Then use Temperance. And alright, let's go shopping. So looking for Death cards, looking for Fool for Temperance is fine. We can hold on to the Temperance because we have a Showman, we can hold on to it. Okay, but now Emperor, sure. Emperor for strength. Strength is not super important to me. Like, even if I use strength to turn these jacks into queens and turn queens into kings, later on I'm going to want to put purple seals or put red seals on my kings, and so I'm going to use death to do that conversion. So I'm not in a rush with the strength cards. Alright, Fool for an Emperor. Bummer. Eternal Brainstorm. We can't take it. It's eternal, we can't take it. That stinks. Okay. Now Fool. Emperor gives me 2 Chariot cards. Hey, we can sell both for $2. Nice. $14 here. Let's copy the percolator and go next. Okay, we are +3 on the Ankhs. That's still close enough. That's still close enough. Alright, so here I believe if we just play the pair, I think the pair wins. And if it doesn't work, we have extra hands, so we can always just play extra hands. Tower, nope. Yeah. Let's do this. We play 2 kings, ship it. Play pair instead of high card. And then if this doesn't work, we'll play the high card. But I'm pretty sure this does. With the red seals, this should be enough. Easy. Of course, now we get the stinky Mercury cards that we don't need. Emperor. Oh yeah, we get the crystal ball. That's useful. Okay, Judgment, Justice, we don't need those. Celestial Pack gives us Plutonium. Let's do a little re-rolling. Wheel. So we could use the wheel on the Baron. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I'm ever going to use another Ectoplasm. -3 hand size is pretty brutal. And we already have the hand size vouchers. I think that's it. I think we, you know, if you want, we could use the wheel here. Maybe World, I'm not super, you know, not super important for me to turn the diamonds into spades. But maybe, you know, for aesthetic purposes, maybe we do it anyway. Maybe we want to split up the suits here. I don't know. You know, with all the suit bosses or whatever, maybe it's beneficial to have all of them be the same suit. Alright, Wheel of Fortune again, sure. Looking for Blueprint. Blueprint that's not eternal, please. There's another Baron. Scoring, we're fine. Scoring, we're fine, so we can wait on the Baron. We can go one more for Judgment. Nope. Arcana gives us a Fool for a Wheel of Fortune. That feels bad. I mean, we didn't really have any other options, but it does feel bad. I guess sell the world, use the Fool. Spin the wheel. Ah, never lucky. Go next. Okay, so now we're quite a bit ahead on Ankhs. We're +4 on Ankhs. +4 seems like a lot. I think what I'll do is we'll split one, we'll sell one. +3 is okay. I want to keep it, like I said, relatively even, so, you know, when we get more copies, it won't snowball out of control. The more you have of one, the more likely that one is to get repeated even more times. That's what the issue is. Okay. Discard for purple and gold, I guess. Ship it with the blue one. Easy. A mime would give us a lot of money and scoring, and so maybe I would give up one of the percolators if we had a mime. Let's use all of this plutonium. Mass use all of the plutonium. Okay, we have a spectral pack. Maybe before we open the spectral pack, we reroll 4 tarot cards. For wheel. Strength. Maybe strength. Hierophant doesn't matter. We could go one more. It's not going to hurt our interest. We do have the seed money, so we want to stay above $50 here. We could go one more. Maybe world. Maybe now's the chance. We hit the purple seal. We don't have the purple seal, but we can use the strength card. In that case, I will sell the world card. I don't want to get copied with the percolator. Do I want a gold seal in the deck? Do I want to use aura? Yeah, let's use aura on one of these blue cards. Or is it better to just get the gold card for the money? I could consider using Wraith to get blueprint, but now I already have Baron, I already have Brainstorm, and so, you know, the odds of us getting specifically blueprint that I'm looking for, maybe the odds are not great. Let's go aura. Holographic is the gross looking one. Let's go next. Nice. Now we caught up with the ectoplasms. Kind of. We're still 2 ahead on Ankh, so that's okay. Discard 4 gold cards. That's it. Pretty straightforward. Here we have this gold card that we can play. I have 2 discards, so I might as well use my discards. Okay, we did it. We used our discards. Let's go ahead and ship it. Three more copies of plutonium. Yeah, tarot card Fool says strength, that's fine. I'll just go ahead and use all the plutonium. Okay, Fool here. Unfortunately, we can't take the rebate yet. We're up to 18 kings out of 27 cards. Idol, not as an eternal. World, nope. We don't need the luchador. We can take another invisible joker. Yeah, I'd like to, maybe we'll go one less percolator. I really would like to copy the brainstorm rather than the percolator. Let's do that. Spin the wheel. Fool. Yeah. Bummer. How about temperance? We lost the percolator, so now temperance is only $24 instead of $30. Bummer. We can take the hung man though. Negative swashbuckler, not as an eternal. Alright, go next. Okay, now even Ankhs and ectoplasms, we can copy the Baron. Okay, I think what I want to do actually, let's hold the jack in hand so I have a card to delete. How about the jack and the 8? We can delete both of those. Now draw my kings again. Okay, we get the purple seal here. Give me a fool. No fool, but we get hermit. That's fine. I don't have to use it yet because we have the showman. Well, if I want to get the planet cards, I have to use it. So I guess I'll do that. And then ship it. Okay, so the last card we used was Hermit. I'm not going to use the Pluto cards yet in case we get a Fool. I want to copy the Hermit. We get an Omen Globe here. You know, actually, I am going to take it just to remove it from the voucher pool, but I don't know if there's any spectral cards that we actually want. Maybe Cryptid I could use to copy a Purple Seal, but otherwise, you know, nothing too exciting. Maybe we wait to take the Omen Globe until after the big blind. Probably it doesn't matter. Okay, do a little re-rolling. I can use an Emperor, but I have to use the Pluto cards first. So let's use all the Pluto cards. I want to check something. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say there was a bug with the previous version of the mass use button where it wouldn't register for the Fool wouldn't count it, but it looks like that's been patched. Okay, so I can use a Fool for an Emperor. I'd rather not. How about Fool for a Death card? That sounds great. That sounds delightful. Yeah, let's really focus on copying those purple seals. That's going to be really important to our longevity, our ability to make money in the future. Okay, we got even Ankhs and Ectoplasms. We can copy the Baron here and go next. Alright, so what we want to do, we want to get the purple seal into our hand. How do we do that? We discard all these. And I want to keep the 10 so that I have a card to use the death on. I'm going to keep the red seal. Where's that purple seal at? 3 cards left in the deck, so it's definitely in there. Yeah, maybe if we don't copy the Baron, I can draw the 9. I can draw, you know, if we play, let's say, this king and this queen here, and then draw the purple seal that way, or play these, and then that's fine. Play the pair. Ship it. Alright, so death here. Fool for another death card. I think we don't discard these. I think we don't take the tarot card here, just to make sure that we score. We don't need this many. Maybe we can discard 2 and then play 1. Maybe I'll discard 1 and then play 1. Yeah. We get the world. You know what? Could make them all spades. Sure. I guess, do I like having them as diamonds? Because if I have the purple ones as diamonds, if I have the red ones as spades, then if you get the face down boss, then it's easy to identify them. Maybe that's not something that I super care about. I like the purple ones to be purple. I like them to be spades so that they'll be purple. Yeah, maybe we don't use the world, and then that way, you know, if we do get another fool, we can copy the death card. Anyway, let's go ahead and ship it. Yeah, we probably could have got away with discarding 2 purples. Okay, invisible. Nice. Okay. All right, now what? So we have a death card loaded up. The Pluto cards, we can split them. There we go. So we have 1 empty slot because we have the crystal ball. Let's look for a fool for our death card. Also interested in a mime or a blueprint. Arcana pack, looking for a fool. We get, you know what? Red seal, deja vu. Maybe that's actually useful. Maybe we can put that on the holographic card. But didn't hit any tarot cards that we want to use, so we'll just go ahead and use the plutonium now. And let's get percolating. Quite a few extra ectoplasms, but I think now with like 30 and 30, the difference between 31 and 34, not that big of a gap, so I'm not going to worry too much about trying to even them out right now, unless it gets a little bit more out of control. Let's copy the Baron here. Boss says extra large, no problem. I want those purple seals. Right? Okay, so here's purple. We have 8 cards in the deck. So I can basically, what do I want my final hand to be? I only have 7 cards in my final hand. What do I want my final hand to be? I want to get these 4 gold cards plus 2 more. I only need 6 gold cards because I can only hold 6 cards in my hand when I play one, which means 2 of these gold cards I can actually throw away. Let's see here. Let's keep the 3 blue ones. Okay, Hermit, yes. Hierophant, nope. Discard these 3 and then draw all of the gold cards. Yeah, 25 cards on the deck is quite comfortable to where, you know, if I want to save my discards, I can play a few hands to dig through the deck. I want to get to the point where I have 15 purple seals and then a hand of, you know, maybe like 7 red seals. Maybe I only need 3 red seals, 3 blue seals. Do I want to use the wheel? Let's check the fool here. The fool says Hermit. So, no wheel. Alright, we play the Naked King. If we need more points, we can make more red seals in the future, or at least we can hold on to more red seals in our hand and not throw them away. Alright, Pluto here, Pluto here. Do I want a cola? I mean, I do want a cola. I want a cola so that I can get, you know, the voucher skip so that we can try to get antimatter for an extra joker slot. But do I want to take it here? Or I guess we hold with the showman. Yeah, let me think about it, because we can use, you know, we can use faces we can copy with the brainstorms here. I guess I do want to get another brainstorm. I do want to get Mime. Maybe the cola is important enough that we can sell the showman. Having the extra money would be really nice. Extra money so that we can reroll, so that we can try to find, like I said, the mime or also the eternal stencil. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, we take the cola. We get faceless. Use the plutonium. And then go next. Wait a second. Was that another bug? I did the buy and use, but it looked like it got saved up here. It got stored upstairs. See, I was telling Nasty about this. You know, he's like, oh, we tested it. We tested the mod or whatever. I'm like, I don't know. You know, there's always kind of kinks or whatever. Unexpected results. And, you know, I found like 4 or 5 bugs already. Let's see here. We do a little re-rolling. Priestess for more plutonium. Faceless or hallucination? I think we stick with faceless. Emperor for hermit. Sure. Spin the wheel first. Hung man is fine, sure. Priestess. Temperance only $23 reduce. Okay, Fool, I'm gonna use it to copy the Hung Man. Is that true? Wait, 4 discards, so that's like 20 cards? Maybe I don't want to copy the Hung Man. Maybe I don't want the Hung Man at all. Maybe what I want is just death. Temperance, though. Maybe 25 cards is too few. Or if it's not too few, at least it's few enough. Priestess again. This stuff doesn't super matter, leveling up the high card. $17 reroll, that's kind of expensive. Reroll, maybe we wait. I don't think we need the Hung Man. Let's just get percolating. Okay, we got +4 ectoplasms. Probably we can sell 1, split 1 and then sell 1. There, +3 ectoplasms. Okay, so here we get money for discarding face cards. Do we want to discard more cards at one time? So if I discard 3 cards times 4 discards, that's 12. I get to see 12 cards. That gives me 6 cards left over. 6 cards left over. I can play a few hands. That's fine. Discard another 3. I want to save discards for the purple seals. So let's discard these 3 kings. We get the Hung Man. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna decline those. Okay, there's 8 cards left in the deck. If we draw the purple seals too late, I won't be able to discard them. But we can try. So with 8 cards left in the deck, what I would like to do is play 5 cards, Play these 5 cards. Maybe play 4 cards. Maybe play 3 cards. Let's go 5. In that case, we'll do it this way. Flush 5 shouldn't win. I mean, it's no 100 million points. Yeah. Okay. I think here only 3 cards left in the deck. Let's discard the purple. Okay. Sun. I could turn my red seals into hearts. Nah. Let's just ship it with the jack here. Alright, 80 bucks from Faceless. That's not bad. Alright, let's use all the plutonium. Where are the death cards? There's more plutonium. We can go back in time. There is a voucher tag here. Okay, I'm interested. So, I want to try to get cola. I want to try to reroll for some cola. We do a little re-rolling. Hungman, nope. DNA. You know, we could replace Faceless with DNA and then copy the purple seals, and then that'll like kind of set us up for the future maybe. I think that's probably worth it. If Faceless is only $80 per round, I think getting the extra purple seals is worth it. Probably. It's only 80 bucks. We can always get something like a mail-in rebate or mime, but not eternal. I don't want an eternal mime. World, nope. Do we go down one more? I think I'm not going to. That does mean that the Fool gives me plutonium. Maybe we hold on to the Fool since we only have the 3 purple seals in the deck anyway. Let's go next. Alright, now we got way too many ectoplasms. Like, way too many. So, maybe split 2? Sell them off. Plus 4 ectoplasms. Let's go plus 3 ectoplasms. There we go. Alright, we take the vouchers. What am I looking for? I'm looking for antimatter. Okay. With the DNA, I'm looking for the purple seals. So let's discard for the purple seals. I could also make more copies of the red seals. I don't think that's necessary. I think we have plenty of red seals in the deck already. Okay. So here's the purple seals. I have 2 discards. 8 cards in the deck. I can basically guarantee, like if I discard these and I draw 3, then I can discard another 5 and draw the rest. Let's do that. Once we play the hand, it's going to end the round. Okay, do I want to use strength on a jack? Maybe? Fool for plutonium or chariot? Do I want to make a steel card? I can make a steel king here. Yeah, I guess. I don't really need steel kings yet, or ever probably. I will use the fool for steel here, I guess. We can make Derek here. Discard the steel, keep the red seal. So if we discard 5, we are guaranteed the king here. Let's use the strength and then ship it. Give me all these purple seals. I don't think this wins. We play another hand here with the Baron. Oh, that does win. Interesting. Okay. We definitely want the blank voucher. We probably want to go back in time. I mean, we definitely want to go back in time. I don't think I want the Tarot Tycoon. How many more purple seals do I want? So if I take this, I go down to 3 discards. 3 discards is 9 purple seals. Okay, so this is easy. I've got 7 Kings of Diamonds. I want to make 1 more set of Kings of Diamonds with my DNA. Okay. I will take the Tarot Tycoon after we do our re-rolling. I just have to do a little bit of thunking here. Let's go use the plutonium. Re-roll for some tarot cards. We get Death. Death is great. We get Fool to copy the Death card. Okay, maybe we don't need the DNA anymore. Maybe we use the DNA to copy the red ones instead of the purple ones, once we have enough purple ones. Maybe we pick up golden here? Nah. Okay, temperance. So, use the temperance. Let's go in the Arcana pack with the Death and the Fool card. Okay, I think these blue ones want to become purple. I think this red seal one wants to become gold, but let's make more purple first and then use the temperance. Okay, we can do a little bit more re-rolling. So now I have enough. I have enough purple seals. We got the Hung Man here. Yeah, maybe now I could consider removing cards from the deck. Devil, not relevant. Polychrome, nope. We could get a free roll here. Yeah, maybe we don't need DNA. So, give me the free roll. Wheel of Fortune. Sure, why not? Alright, let's take the vouchers. I guess I will keep the Hung Man. I still have a Jack. I have a 2 that I can remove. I have some other kings that I can remove. The boss here. Face cards are drawn face down. That's kind of rude. But we can sort by suit, and then we put the spades on the left, we put the diamonds on the right, I guess. Yeah, maybe the Hung Man is not going to work here if I'm not going to be able to see my cards. Let's get percolating. Okay, now we got even Ankhs and Ectoplasms. Also, by the way, we got the money tree, so I guess maybe I'm not supposed to spend down to 50. I should stay above 100. Oops. So, I mean, we very easily win. We don't have any risk of losing. Let's just discard these on the right. Let's sort by suit. And we can grab... Do you want to discard 3 at a time? Do you want to discard 5 at a time? Let's go 5 at a time. Lovers? Nope. I could have turned this 2 into stone. If we get a mail-in rebate, rebate doesn't count stone cards, and so it'll only, you know, count kings. That's okay. Play the priestess. Earth and Jupiter we don't care about. Okay, so presumably if I sort by rank, instead of suit, if I sort by rank, this here could be a jack or a queen. Could be something that's not a king. Let's go ahead and ship it. Nice. We have 2 Pluto cards. The Fool says Priestess, so let's go ahead and use these. Okay. Priestess again? Nope. The boss for this ante -1 hand size, that's okay. Magic Trick is another one of those that probably we take begrudgingly. You know what's nice about the Magic Trick? If you do, you know, remove cards from your deck, if you need to add cards to your deck, like if I get an extra discard voucher, if I get an extra hand voucher, and it's like, oh, okay, now I need to have more cards in my deck, you can pick up random cards from the shop and just death them right away, which is pretty useful. I've used that a lot in these kind of like long runs. I'm not going to take it right here, not yet. Do we want the Hung Man? I don't think so. If we get one from a purple seal, like if we discard a purple seal and we end up with a Hung Man in our hand, I would accept that. Oh yeah, maybe we don't reroll because we have the, what's it called? You know, the thing. The money tree? We could go one more. Alright. Okay, discard 3 purples. I'm going to discard this king, but I'm going to keep the queen in hand in case we get a Hung Man or a strength card. I can discard this gold card, blue seal. Hey look, we got a strength card. Just what the doctor ordered. We can even make them lucky. So I want to save my discards for the purple seals, right? So we play the 5, we don't copy the Baron. Nice. We can discard the 3 purples. This time I am going to throw away the 2. And hopefully we don't get a death card here. Alright. I could use the world on this jack. Finally get rid of this last club. The Fool says Hermit, so I should probably not do that. Though maybe we use the Chariot on the red king here. Yeah, okay. Okay, you talked me into it. Chariot here. Sell the moon. 7 cards in the deck. So if I play these, I want to be able to discard the purple ones, so let's play 4 cards. Let's play 4 cards here. Oops, I wasn't supposed to copy the Baron yet. Alright, discard 2 purples, I guess. Discard 2 purples and 1 blue one, and then that way we make sure to draw both of the red ones. Alright, sun and moon, nope. Alright, give me that plutonium. Ship it. Maybe something worth noting, we score like way more points if we have red seals in hand compared to blue seals, and so maybe like this ante I think we're fine, maybe next ante we're also fine. We can look at the scoring requirements here, so like the blinds, ante 12 is fine, ante 13 is fine, ante 14 also fine. I think when we get to ante 15 we want to have all red seals in hand instead of blue seals, but the next 3 antes we should be fine with E16 with just the 3 red seals in hand. It's worth, you know, keeping an eye on. Okay, we buy the magic trick after the big blind, so we'll do a little re-rolling. Priestess for plutonium. Spin the wheel. Holographic Baron. Not super relevant. Take Temperance. We go Death upstairs. See, now we're making a lot more money every round now that we have the purple seals, even though we don't have any jokers that give us money. I guess Clown gives us money. Clown gives us a lot of money. Alright, I take it back. Hungman, no. Death, yes, but Hungman, no. Not interested in him right now. Though, you know, that can change very quickly. Fool for Hermit. Or I can use the Fool for a Death card. Maybe Death on the red gold cards is pretty good. I think I just take the Hermit now. I think I just take the money now. Eternal Rebate, we can't take it. Bummer. Maybe I shouldn't open Priestess because the leveled up high card is truly irrelevant. Alright, $19 rerolls is getting there. Expensive. Let's get percolating. Nice. +2 onks, that's okay. Now that it's 40 and 40, you can basically trust that it'll, you know, it'll balance itself out. Let's see here. If I'm looking at the vouchers, I have +1 discard. I have room for another +1 discard voucher, so maybe we make another purple one with the death card. And then that just allows me to discard these right away. Nice. So here, once again, we can go... if I am going to copy, let's go gold first, and then copy. I like having the gold ones because we, you know, want the money. I think blue ones we always just discard now. Let's do that. Alright, I can make another gold card. You know, turn one of these steels into gold. Then use the Emperor. Fool for Emperor is not ideal. Do I want to make a steel card? Maybe. That Queen, I'm probably more likely to use Death than I am to use Strength. Alright, I could discard for 2 purples, or I can try to dig through my deck. I'm just going to ship it with the 2 purples. That seems fine. And keep this gold card in hand. Cool. So we get Death here. I think now 11 purple seals in the deck. I think we're fine. I want to have like even split. Purples and reds, so let's make some reds now. Maybe we go turn this jack into red. Don't need the magician. Use the fool. We can turn blue into red also. And we just play the steel cards and then take the money. I guess we could play 3 steel cards as a way of drawing through our deck and then try to draw into more gold cards, but this is fine. Okay, E20? Yeah, so you know we're fine for another 3 antes or whatever it is. We do a little re-rolling for tarot cards first. Hermit counts as a tarot card. We can pick up a death card. Do I want the extra hand size instead of the clown? Nah. What I want is this. Money? Okay, we got a golden ticket. Still looking for mime, still looking for blueprint. We can sell Empress and Chariot so we can use the Emperor. Bummer. Emperor again. Actually, what we should do, since we have a death card, if you're re-rolling the shop you can't find a second death card, we should just open the spectral pack. Okay. With the death card, I think we have a strong incentive to make more gold, now that we got the golden ticket. So, I will use death here. Or do I just want more purple? I guess I'll go death here. I could use cryptid to make more of these purple seals. I don't want to make purple ones that are not gold. Let's think about this for a minute. If I discard 5 cards, that's 15. 3 discards times 5 is 15. If I play 2 hands, 5 cards each, that's going to be another, you know, 25 total. 25 with 29 cards in the deck. And my starting hand size is 7. So what I want is 25 plus 7, 32 cards in the deck, right? So we should use cryptid. That's what I'm trying to say, we should use cryptid. All of our cards are kings, that's great. Go cryptid here. Alright, strength we no longer need. World we no longer need. We can take Hermit. Fool for Hermit, sure, yes. Then Emperor. Emperor for death, we could do a little more re-rolling. We can go one more. Now that we got the golden ticket, we could go one more. Alright, let's try the Arcana pack. So what I really want to do now, I want to make copies of the red gold cards. So this king here we can make into a red gold card. We don't need the tower, we don't need the world. I think here we could make one of these purples into gold, or we can skip in case we get a fool. I'm going to go ahead and make a gold card, that seems fine. Sorry, what did the boss say? Boss says -1 hand size. Okay, let's get the magic trick out of the way. And then I want to get that antimatter. Let's get percolating. Okay, we got extra ectoplasms to even it out here. We can copy the Baron. Actually, before we copy the Baron, we should copy the golden ticket. Let's get a little bit of money. So I want to play 5 gold cards. I want to discard purples. You know, let's compromise here. Let's play these 5 and then draw into our purple cards. Maybe I should save the golden ticket for the red seals. Play the red seals. Maybe here, do I want to discard the gold ones? And then draw into the red seals? Give that a try. Death helps. Alright. Do we want to discard first or do we want to play first? Let's play. So make another red one. We'll play these. I need my final hand to contain at least... we have -1 hand size, so maybe we're looking for 5 reds in the final hand. A lot of reds in the final hand, maybe? Love that noise. Okay. Get ready to copy the Baron. So we discard purples. We have 2 more reds in the deck. Actually, technically this one's also red, the Seal one. So I have 10 cards in the deck. I can discard 5 twice. Discard 5 twice. I think I'd rather just discard 2 here. Since we have the -1 hand size, yeah. That's okay. That's fine. We miss out on a little bit the purple seals. That's okay. Let's maybe discard this and draw a gold one. Bummer. So I guess gold card in hand, you know, play gold card. We get more money from playing the gold card, right? Ship it. Okay, now we're cooking. $200 from the ticket. Rebate would be better, but, you know, work with what you got. Okay, we got the stunt man here. Don't need that. Illusion. Yeah, why not? Sure. Do a little re-rolling. What's the status here? Boss has no discards. That's fine. Rude, but fine. Not the stinkiest. I'm not going to take the priestess, or I'm not going to use the priestess because we just used a hermit in case there's a fool. I could hold on to the devil to make more gold cards for more ticket money. It is quite a bit of money. Here we go, temperance. Now that we have temperance, we can go priestess first. Now use temperance. Lovers, nope. Okay. Hermit and temperance and death. I need to make more red seals. Getting there. We're getting there. Got a lot of re-rolling money. Fool for temperance? Yes. Temperance again. Yeah, by the way, looking for Eternal Stencil. You got an Eternal Stencil in here somewhere? Maybe a mime? $25 rerolls? Sure. Fool. Fool for another temperance. Parking money. Is that better or worse? That's way worse than the ticket, for sure. No doubt. Okay, you know, Andrew for the extra discards. Extra purple action. I think ticket's gonna be better. Alright, do I care about the devil? Yeah, probably. Let's go next. Okay, +2 Ankhs. That's okay. Okay, all of these are gold already. Let's use the death card here. Now we get the Giga money. Don't mind if I didgeridoo. $49 Ankhs, 47 ectoplasms. That means when we do hit the stencil, we can instantly make 50 of them. Nice. Alright, let's go gold here on the red seal. We can discard 3 purples. Okay. Discard 3 purple again. If I am going to discard 3 purple, do I want to discard the blue seal? Sure. Okay, now play the red ones, draw into more red ones. Is that fine? 12 cards in the deck. I get to draw 10 cards. I think to be safe, let's run this out for the money. I want to make sure that I have enough red in my final hand in order to win. Okay, give me the red cards. Chariot, if you need it. Play the steel card and go ahead and ship it. Yeah, how much are we doing here with 3 red seals? Oh, 3 red seals is E16? Alright, alright, alright. Okay. It's fine. Fool says devil, which means we use the plutonium. Don't need DNA. Standard pack? Nope. Death card we can hold on to. We can use Fool for plutonium. We can hold on to the Fool. Maybe we get Temperance. We can hold on to another Devil card. Yeah, see, once we got the engine going, we can get a death card every shot. Like I said, it snowballs. Do I want to hang him? I feel like now that we got only 3 discards and 3 hands, maybe I want to hang him. No, I think it's fine. As long as I ship them 5 at a time, it's fine. Hey, where's the mine? You know? You feel me? Strength? Nope. Temperance? Yeah. Let's go wheel. Ah. Foiled again. Temperance being only $24 makes me so sad. Where's the gift card at? I would take a gift card. Maybe we swap out golden ticket for a gift card. If we get one. $32 rerolls seems like a lot. Seems like an expensive reroll, I'll admit. Let's get percolating. Now we're +4 on the Ankhs. If we're +4, we should split one. I don't want to go deeper than +3. Extra devil card, that's probably fine. That's probably worth. Okay. We Can put a gold here on the purple. We can put a red seal here with the death card. We can ship it 5 for the money. Yum. How are we doing with the red seals? The red seal plan? A little bit more than halfway. Alright, purple seals. Discard these. Discard the blue one. I can make another gold card. I could wait on the gold card. Let's wait on the gold card. Should we discard extra? Let's discard extra just to make sure that we get through the whole deck. It's like pretty relevant, pretty important to make it through the whole deck. Alright. I can make a gold card here. Now with the red seals, I think we have enough red seals in the deck that I can go ahead and play all these. Let's switch over to the Baron. Alright, we've made 700 bucks from the golden ticket, but that's over like 4 rounds or whatever. Okay. 9 cards in the deck. I can discard 4 and then 5 if I want. I can discard 3 and then 5. Maybe these 3. Okay. Temperance, discard the purple ones, and I only have 1 red in the deck. That's okay, we'll discard the blue one. Hey, we got the golden ticket. We got the shiny ticket. You ready to copy the percolator? Where's my mime? Where's my mime? I guess stencil also, but where's my mime? I don't need the mime yet. I'd like to get it sometime in the next 6 antes. Maybe that's why we haven't gotten it yet. Maybe we just don't need it yet, and that's why we haven't gotten it. Okay, with this spectral pack, I don't know if there's anything that I'm really hoping for. Maybe the main thing that I'm hoping for is just an opportunity to use the devil. Alright, we're all wheeled out. Let's keep rolling. Fool for plutonium. We hold on to that one. There we go. Temperance. Wheel of Fortune does make our temperances better. Let me get a death card. Wheel. Nope. Fool for a hermit. Sure. Another fool. Oh, I was supposed to use the hermit before re-rolling. Can I get another death card? A lot of fools, though. There we go, death. Okay, so now I've got death. Let's go inside the spectral pack. Alright, I don't think we need any more trans kings. I don't think we need the gold seal. I think we just want the red seals. Let's turn one of these blue seals into a red seal for some money. I also want to turn this red seal into a gold card. There we go. Empress, of course, we don't need. Let's just skip. The Spectral Pack did what it needed to do, which was give me an opportunity to use my tarot cards. That's it. Nothing special. Do I want to use Fool for Death or Hermit? Death is relevant because Death we can... get more ticket money. Long term we get more money that way. Use the Emperor for Temperance. Oh, $35 rerolls. Whoops. I mean, we could go one more. We got the ticket. Still +1 on the Ankh. Actually, +4 on the Ankhs. Let's split one off here. At the end, you... Never mind. Anyway, okay, here we got this boss here. We copy the ticket. So we have no discards. So I think what I want to do... I want to play the non-red ones to make sure that we have enough red ones in the final hand. Maybe? That's probably more conservative than it needs to be. Yeah, so like here, let's not play the steel one. Let's play the red ones. And I have death, I can make another red one if I need another red one. Right? Copy the Baron. Okay. I could turn this steel into gold for more money. Feels like a waste of a death card. Maybe we don't do that. And ship it. We get more money playing the gold card, right? $8 if we play it, $6 if it stays in our hand. E18. Totally fine. Totally comfortable. Get me out of here. We can take Observatory. Sure. I mean, we're probably not going to do that. We're probably not going to, you know, have the planet cards upstairs. Alright, do I want to try to get a Devil before opening the Spectral Pack? Or is the death enough? Yeah, maybe, I mean, we got reroll money here. Let's go for a Devil. Fool? Okay, if we have the Fool, we can do 2 death cards. That's functionally the same as a Devil. Let's go Spectral Pack. Oh, by the way, this previously played cards are debuffed. Okay, so that's something maybe we want to pay attention to. You know, trying to play the cards for the ticket money. We do want to make sure that we have enough kings for our final hand. Okay, purple seal, I think we're done with basically. Here we can go +1 red seal. We can use the Fool for another death card. I could use it right now. I think I'd rather hold on to a death card. No on the purple seal. Okay. Okay. This boss could be, honestly, a little bit stinky. At the very least, if our cards are debuffed, we're not going to get ticket money, which is sad. Emperor. Devil. I don't want to hold on to the devil, so I'm just going to reroll here. Why use the devil when you can just use death? Alright. Fool can copy death. $24 reroll. We could go one more. Okay. Yeah, let's use the Fool on the death card. Alright, did we get some ectoplasms to catch up here? Nice. 54 of each. That's a nice split. Let's go ahead and copy the ticket. So, what's the game plan here? Game plan, we use death here to make a copy. We use the Fool for another death card. I'm just gonna ship it with all of these. Yeah. Okay. Death again on the blue seal. Perfect. Ship it again. $1,200 from the ticket so far. Okay, now purple. Discard the steel ones, discard this lucky card. Keep the red seals in hand for our final hand. Okay. I guess I don't need to sell these right away. Let's go ahead and ship it here. Alright, with 5 red seals in hand, E19. Yeah, what we really need, to really lock up the score here. Maybe another brainstorm or blueprint. We can't get another brainstorm, maybe another blueprint. Or mime. Okay, let's do a little re-rolling. Fool for death, sure. Do I want death? Do I want hermit? Sorry, temperance. Let's take the death card. Okay. Alright, with the death card, do we open the Arcana pack? Yeah. Okay, incantation we don't want. Here I can make another red seal. Then Emperor. Okay. Reroll for another death card. Okay, no parking. Pick up death, then go Arcana pack. So here, do I want to use death to convert purple into red? Red for our golden ticket. Or do we want to keep the purple seals? At some point we're going to have to lose the ticket. We're going to have to replace it with something else. I think here we don't use the death. I think we don't need to. Speaking of replacing this ticket with something else, we could pick up a blueprint here. If I swap the ticket for the blueprint, do we lose our ability to make money? I guess here's what I'm thinking. At some point I need to pick up a mime. I also need to pick up not just a mime, but I need to pick up, what's it called, stencil. So stencil and mime, that's 2 slots, right? And I'm going to sell one of these percolators eventually in order to make room, so I might as well sell it now and keep the ticket so that we can reroll, so that we can try to find the mime faster. Yeah, nice. I have to figure out what I want to do with the blueprint. Okay, we have the devil here. I can make some gold cards. I think we just keep re-rolling. Let's try the Emperor. No on the plutonium. Okay, Hermit. Temperance is only 21 now. We lost another percolator. Alright, $31 rerolls. I think we stop. I think we can't afford it. I think we go next. Do I want to take a devil card? The only cards that are not gold already are these purple ones, and the purple ones I typically discard. So let's just go next. +3 ectoplasms, that's fine. Yeah, this boss really is just going to debuff all of my cards, so I need to come up with some plan for removing the debuffs, or at the very least some plan for drawing the specific cards that I'm looking for. But for now, I'll use the death card here, ship it with 5. Okay, all of these are copying the ticket. Money. You know, the purple seals probably aren't going to be debuffed against the boss because I'm not playing them. Maybe that's something to keep in mind. Magician, Justice, Wheel. Ship it with the red ones. We get like $200 per hand now. All of these, that's 200 bucks. Ish, I guess. Okay, Baron time. So discard 3. Discard 2 purples. We draw the red seals. We can go Temperance for 21, Emperor for more Temperance, and then ship it. Sorry, just making sure my Baron is lined up correctly. My blueprints and my brainstorm. Only one percolator to copy. Okay, we've got death again. So here's what I'm thinking. For the boss here, what kind of technology do we want to have? I think we want to have a chariot plus a death card. Chariot so I can remove a debuff, death card so that I can copy it. That's probably enough tech. Maybe a fool also. Maybe we just re-roll a luchador and then we don't have to worry about it. Okay, yeah, I've got some ideas. Okay, we do a little re-rolling. we get the stencil. I mean, we gotta do it. This is the eternal stencil. We gotta do it to him. Alright, welcome to the team. Okay. So, I guess if I take the luchador, then I don't have room for it. So, bummer. Showman? Nah. I guess I don't need to be re-rolling, but I am trying to find the mime. That's what I'm working towards. Let's do this. So, take the devil, take the fool here. If I open the spectral pack, so this boss says cards previously played are debuffed, but cards that you use enhancements on, like specifically enhancements like Hierophant and Empress and Devil, become registered as new cards. So if I use the Devil here on this king, it will count as a brand new card. Okay. Then if I use the Devil to copy it, it'll count as another brand new card. Okay, then if I use the Fool to copy it again, that'll count as other brand new card. So against the boss here, I'm guaranteed at least 3 cards that are not debuffed. Here we don't take Immolate because we already have few enough cards in our deck. Now what I want to do, reroll for more enhancements, so that we can kind of play the same game here of like, if I hold on to a Devil card, I can use a Devil card, Chariot card I can use, Justice card I can use. Maybe we're supposed to save our reroll money so that we can save our money for when we get antimatter in the future. I don't know when it's going to happen, but maybe antimatter in the future. Or actually I really just want to hit the mime as soon as possible. The sooner we hit the mime, the longer we get to survive. Okay. I would like to hit another death card just to be safe. We can use Hierophant to remove 2 debuffs. But I want to try the Emperor for another death card. Fool almost works. Just give me a death card. A Glass King. You know, we could add a Glass King to the deck. We could draw the Glass King. I don't think that's necessary. Maybe Empress instead of the Chariot, just to be safe. Empress instead of the Devil. I don't know, that's it. Let's go next. Okay, we are +4 on the ectoplasms, so let's pull one off and sell it. Wait, are we? No, we're +5 on the ectoplasms. Maybe I haven't been monitoring it very well. Okay, so I want to sell 3 of them? 2 of them. Well, that stinks. That's a lot of wasted material. Okay, but now we just copy the Baron. What does the deck look like? It's not that bad. It's actually not that bad. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3 red seals in the deck, plus the 2 in hand. That's almost certainly just enough. So we don't need the Empress. Let's discard. Don't need the Lovers. I could use the Fool for an Emperor, or we can draw first. let's draw first. Is that a no on the chariot? Yeah. Empress? Nah. Star? Nah. Okay. Use the Fool for an Emperor. Emperor gives me another Fool. Gives me another Fool. Alright. So let's just do this. If we go Steel, and then play the gold card, and that's it, then we're done. If this doesn't work, we have another hand. We can go ahead and ship it. E23. Now that we got a little bit of steel in here, we got the extra blueprint. Alright folks, looking at the clock here, I think that's going to be it for part 2. The rest of this run we will continue on stream. Maybe even, you know, the day that this video comes out, maybe it's even the same day, maybe it's later today. Anyway, we'll, you know, it'll be broadcast on Twitch, information in the video description, and then, you know, after the broadcast it'll be available on YouTube the next day. But we've got here already 56 Ankhs and 59 ectoplasm, and so, you know, these two things together, it means we can make 56 additional stencils, a total of 57 stencils. 57 stencils, each of them giving us, you know, like 57 times mold. It's a little bit more than that if you have like extra joker slots. You know, maybe you've got like 5 plus the number of stencils, so maybe something like 62 X molt for each of the 57 stencils or whatever it is. So the plan right now, we just keep cooking with the blueprints and the brainstorms, getting more of these spectral cards from the percolator. Long term, we are interested in getting a mime. If we do get the mime, we can survive for much longer. The longer that we survive, of course, the more opportunities we can make spectral cards to copy the stencil. I think we are done with the flush 5 plan. I think we're firmly locked in on the high card plan. I think I don't want to use another ectoplasm. So if we wanted to go for the flush 5, we could get the idol, and then you only need 5 cards, and so you could in theory use an ectoplasm. I don't think we need or want to do that. We just stick with the Baron here, hoping for a mime that's not eternal. And voucher wise, looking for antimatter. Always looking for antimatter for an extra joker slot. Of course, overstock is great too. One thing that is awkward, I will admit, we lost our money generators, which is fine. We can generate money from purple seals, but I would like access to more money. Maybe we get an extra discard voucher and that gives us more money. Either way, that's going to be it for this one. Take care, everyone.